Hi, welcome to Spritz Bartenders. My name's Paul, this is Fred the Egg Cup, and welcome to our show, How to Make Drinks. Today we're going to show you how to make an espresso martini. So the most important ingredient today is of course the espresso shot. You can just use this from your espresso machine downstairs like I have, or you can go to a local coffee shop. There is one little trick that I'm going to show you. You don't really need to use a syrup in here, however I'm going to. But you can do what you would do for your morning coffee, and that is get your sugar pot, a teaspoon, and just stir that in. If it's nice and hot, it will dissolve very quickly. So let's just pop that back down there. Like I said, I'm going to use vanilla syrup. I recommend you trying that. It will change your life when it comes to espresso martinis. I'm serious, it will. So for this drink, you will need some coffee liqueur, some vodka, and some vanilla syrup. Like I said, you can use the sugar, but I prefer to use this. Adds an extra depth of flavour. Really simple drink to make, only 4 ingredients. So we're going to, with Beyonce's plastic cocktail shaker, we're going to take Fred. If you did see last week's episode, you will know that I like my drinks nice and strong. If you haven't, check it out after here. It's how to make the Cosmo. So let's put a thread and a half of vodka. So that's 1 and a half. We're going to put 3/4 of a thread of coffee liqueur, just like that. I'm going to put 3/4 of a thread of vanilla syrup, and of course the final ingredient is your espresso. I'm going to pop all that in there like that. So because we're shaking it, we are going to use some ice. We're going to fill the shaker up with ice. And we are going to pop the lid on like that. Now the one thing I will say about espressos, purists will tell you to use it within 5 minutes of brewing. However, if your friends or anything like my fiance's friend Tracy, she is no purist. It will taste better brewed within 5 minutes, but if it's there for 10, 15, 20 minutes because you're making a few, it'll be fine, just use it. It's all about having some fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to give this a nice shake until we get a nice foamy head, and then we're going to pour it into our glass. So that's nice and foamy now. We are going to use a tea strainer again. What happens is that you'll get little shards of ice in there. I don't really like that. If you're okay with that, then don't use the tea strainer. So we're just going to pour that through like that. I'm going to give that a nice gentle shake, and what you should end up with is a martini glass or a coffee mug or whatever glass you're using full of delicious espresso martini, and you should end up with a nice foamy head like that. I'm going to pop that down there. Now if you go to a fancy bar, you would expect to have some coffee beans. Because I've used an espresso machine, I don't have any coffee beans, so I'm not going to put those on there, but it will be fine. So that is how you make an espresso martini. Guys, thanks for watching. In the meantime, if you do have something in your cupboard that's pink or purple or blue or green and you're not quite sure what to do with it, pop it in the comments below. I'm sure I can create you something. But like I said, enjoy your espresso martini. Cheers. That's really good. I might actually call in sick and just get hammered. Cheers.